Welcome back to our Dragons Maze video reviews.
Part 4.
Part 4. Almost there. So
Yep.
we're going to start it off with Malik. Is it Paragon? He's
Cool.
okay.
EDH card to me.
Yeah, definitely EDH friendly. I think you need to do some work to make him really busted.
Yeah, all the Is It style standard decks, like Is It colored standard decks, don't want something like this. So
Yeah.
I don't see him like fitting, and I don't see like an archetype evolving around him. So it's like a strictly like EDH, like the cool card kind of
Right.
thing. He's legendary, so we can make it like an EDH deck with him or something like that.
And even in like limited, it's like weird because he triggers
This is
off of
2/4.
he triggers off instant sorceries, but like you don't have that many instant sorceries in your deck.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Not sure about him. Next up, Mirko,
Mirko Vosk,
Mind Drinker.
Demir Guild Champ.
He's a
Mills-
awesome and limited.
Mills for a ton. Oh, it's crazy limited.
Yeah.
Mills for a ton if he hits you in like any format.
Yeah.
Flying 2/4. Wants to be Mind Funeral. Like Mind Funeral is still better.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I mean,
He hits harder than a Mind Grind for 3. It's
yeah.
like that'd be the same cost. And Mind Grind 3 is three cards. So
He's got to be able to continue to do it as long as it's not killed.
yeah, I just don't like playing creatures as like your main like milling conditions because it makes you like your whole entire strategy is susceptible to removal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you do nothing outside of like your strategy in something like the Demir Mill deck. So yeah, he's kind of boring honestly, but he does mill a ton.
Yes.
Morgue Burst, I think it's good enough for limited.
Good enough for limited. It's expensive, but it's a very potent effect. You get to like get a guy and kill something.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Or I can't actually go to the face, which could be relevant too.
Yeah, I mean getting a guy is usually pretty sweet.
Getting a guy back in, especially that late game, it's generally going to be a decent play.
Right.
Nivik Cyclops, I like quite a bit. I think this guy's
pretty sweet.
Good defender guy, but then all of a sudden you can have like this change gears again, like we've seen with these Izzet stuff, and just bam, like hit you out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like they're tackling their weaknesses almost. Like they know they're kind of like susceptible to early game, and like hoping they just like turn around and go crazy in the late game when they've got the mana to like pump all their dudes or something like that. I think this guy very good, very Killing Fiend-esque. Getting Killing Fiend was good.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think this guy's gonna like evolve in anything in a constructed format. But,
No, yeah, he's a mana more than Killing Fiend. He's an additional color than Killing Fiend.
right. Although, like, I mean, you still get the awesome synergy in Modern, where you, like with Phyrexia spells and free things. So yeah,
cool artwork. It looks like he's from BioShock.
very playable and limited. Notion Thief.
Ocean Thief. So like, it's a card that I think should have been a mana cheaper. Like I really do. I don't know, man. Like you gave us Vendilion Click. Granted, legendary.
Yeah.
Double blue, colorless, 3/1 flash, but had flying.
Yeah.
And then had steal a card from your hand if you want.
Yeah, I still think this guy has potential to be constructed playable. Like
I do too. I think he totally blows out Sphinx's Revelations.
Oh, like totally
absolutely.
Blows it out. Yeah.
But why couldn't he have been some kind of flyer? Why did he?
Some evasion or something.
Yeah.
I would have been happy with unblockable too.
Unblockable would have been sweet.
It would have been very flavorful.
With the rogue, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and wouldn't have been ridiculous. I know Invisible Stalker is crazy, but for 4 mana, not really.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think they
the fact that you wouldn't have hexproof or something so you could actually kill the damn thing.
Right. Yeah, I think they maybe were a little scared with this guy. They knew they were putting something powerful, but
yeah,
maybe they went a little too safe.
I think this guy could be a breakable card in sideboards, but it needs time.
I wanted him to be good enough for Legacy, but at 4 mana, he's just not.
Clicks just
better.
So much better.
If he was blue-black colorless, I think he would have been good enough.
Yeah, I think so too.
Next up, we have Obsidian's Aid. Yeah, another Reanimator, but this one could do any permanent,
which is really cool.
It's pretty unique. We
Bring
don't
back those
see
planeswalkers.
Yeah, planeswalkers, enchantments, omniscience.
Yeah, you can do that.
Good.
Yeah, this card is really freaking weird.
It's bizarro. It's very bizarre.
The new Umbrella Rights when Umbrella Rights rotates.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you're in a Reanimator creature strategy, you're just never gonna play this. Maybe as a one-of for a 5th Umbrella Rights, but
Yeah, right now, yeah.
It's like.
But I mean, I can still see junk Reanimator sticking around in some form because like you still have Objet, Blood Baron.
Yeah.
Like all those dudes, and you still have all your enablers, and well, you have Grizzly Salvage still.
Right.
Yeah, and then you have like this as your thingy, but like you don't have the flashback, which is pretty relevant.
Yeah, I think if the sees played, it'll be more for non-creatures.
Yeah, people will definitely try it at least because it's like so unique and so interesting and so new.
Pilfered Plans.
It's Divination.
Divination plus
Mill 2.
Yeah.
So if your deck wants Divination and you want to mill them,
seems good.
Here you go. Something better.
Pretty basic.
Next up, Mana Drain. Sorry, I mean Plasma Capture.
Yeah, I think this is a card to watch.
I want this to be good. I want this to be Mana Drain.
You cannot deny that this card is like really powerful.
Yeah, it could be like the new Cryptic Command almost. Like,
yeah, maybe. Like Cryptic Command, like ramp into like a Titan, like kind of thing, like something gross.
Beautiful.
Like, you know, like sounds like the dream.
There's not too many like giant like Simic things though.
No,
so you need to be, like,
I mean the mana cost is the thing that holds us back. If this was like like 2 blue colorless or 2 blue 3 colorless, it'd be disgusting. But like the fact that it's green blue, it's like man, that's a tough mana cost.
Maybe for my Zerta Ancient deck.
Maybe.
I'm only going to leave back 2 lands.
You're doing blue now, too?
I think it's got to be Rug.
Okay.
I think it's got to be Rug.
I don't know. So I don't think this card has a home as of yet.
Right.
We're hoping somebody finds a home for this card because the card is really strong and it will be disgusting if they can put it in the right deck.
If this card finds a home, it will be Powerhouse.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Next up, Profit and Loss. Very good split card.
Very good split card. One of the best combat trick ones. Absolutely sick and limited. This is like a guaranteed blowout when you play this.
Oh, yeah.
I did have this in my pre-release deck, and it was fantastic every time I cast it.
Yeah, Profit and Loss.
And there was times I only cast both halves individually, either one, and then there was times I cast both, and every time I was in love with it. Like, everything I wanted.
Right. This card's very good, very playable and limited.
I think it's close to being constructor playable.
Yeah, I mean,
because like
Infect is
Zealous Persecution is awesome.
Yeah, 5 mana Zealous Persecution.
Right, that's the problem.
Yeah, not as awesome, but Infest was always awesome.
Yeah.
And like it's like a pseudo anthem for the white side. That one turn.
I mean, think about this like in any kind of like aristocrats Mera. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
it's like
pretty good.
Blow them out, like crush them with your guys.
Might be some sweet tech.
So,
yeah,
it seems good.
Yeah.
Next up, something I'm not so excited about.
Progenitor Mimic. Really slow.
Very slow. It's a card that is one of those like gets out of hand cards.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of those gets out of hand cards that like takes turns.
Usually your opponent won't let it get out of hand. That's the idea.
If they have removal, it won't be there.
Yeah, and I don't want to be spending my 6 mana for like a clone.
Right.
That might do something.
Yeah, like why are you playing this when Evil Twin is a card?
Yeah, or clone.
Or clone.
Just clone. Next up, Protect and Serve.
Another instant speed split card combat trick, but definitely worse than the other one. But still decent.
Still decent, yeah. It's funny how like when you start putting instants on the split cards, they get a lot better.
Yeah, instants are huge. Like it's the power level between instant and sorcery is just like not even close.
Dramatic difference. I like Serve. Like it's just totally like blanks a creature. Like +/-6 is huge. Like
yeah, it's pretty much like I don't get hit for a turn.
Right, yeah. And the other ones, Protect is good too. Like combat tricks are combat tricks, and they do what you want them to do usually. Yeah,
Protect will allow you to like trade up quite a bit. Like you'll be able to like keep a guy back.
Right.
Protect it and then totally eat something.
Yeah, and obviously Protect and Serve together like just kills everything.
Straight out.
It just kills anything. Yeah.
Woo!
Putrefied.
Adam's very excited that
good 3 mana removal.
Very, very excited this is back. One of my favorite rules of all time.
This is better than Murder because it's the same cost.
Oh god, Murder looks total garbage. Like just throw all your murders in the garbage right now.
Yeah, it's easier to cast because it's double color. So instead of having double black, you have the option of black and green. And it hits more than just the creature.
Right, it hits artifact, and it has the can't be regenerated clause.
Right, and
that's relevant.
It might not be relevant now, but it will be relevant
It
some
happens
point.
every now and then.
Yeah.
Like, that Log's troll looks pretty sad coming down.
The one time where like
You know,
you
the
really
experiment one looks pretty lame. You know, like,
Yeah.
all these. Well, sometimes regeneration's a thing, and this thing hoses regenerate.
when it comes up, you'll be really happy that you have it.
I was a little disappointed when they spoiled the card, and I thought like, oh sweet, they're gonna do
All of them?
Putrefy and Mortify, and like all those cards that are awesome from original Ravnica. We just get Putrefy. I'm happy about it. I mean, it's like auto included in any Jund deck.
You got teased.
So artwork's awesome, and its artwork's a nice nod to the old one. Although I will only be playing with my full art Putrefy.
Oof, big money. So next up, Zarek,
The Lone Planeswalker.
the Lone Planeswalker. I think this guy is playable.
Definitely playable. Definitely standard playable. I don't think modern playable.
No.
Because a Johnny Vengeance card.
Johnny Vengeance does everything he does better.
Yeah.
And is probably going to be in the same colors as the deck that you'd be playing one of those cards anyway.
Yeah, if you were playing in the American deck, yeah.
If you're playing an American deck, you can play Vengeance, and it's better than Ral. I think Ral has standard hope. Like, I feel like he will be played somewhere.
I do too. I think he's one of the stronger Planeswalkers in a while.
Yeah, at least in some sideboard. Definitely a lot of play in October. Like we use this guy, we played with this guy. If you use nothing more than just lightning bolt stick, he's good enough.
That's pretty sweet.
Like repeated value bolts are awesome.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take many bolts for like this guy to like pay for himself twice over. You know,
Not at all.
He's good enough for standard. He should be played in standard. Somebody put him in a deck, please.
Yep, I think he's good.
He's good enough.
I like the artwork quite a bit on him too. He's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, he is.
So we have a rare split card, instant speed, combat trick.
Ready and willing.
This one's pretty sick. This one I think could be standard play. This one's I think is good enough.
Yeah, Ready is like what was his name? Dauntless Escort.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
He was good.
Same mana cost.
Yeah.
And then you also get to untap all your guys, so you can like surprise block.
Yeah. Yeah. He even looks like he's from Alara.
Yeah,
Like, the
he does.
artwork is very Alarid.
Yeah, and
Sure.
then like green-white decks generally like can't stand Wrath of God because it's like the best card against them.
Right.
This card gives you an out
Yeah.
that
Or
that you can main deck because it's like a decent card all the time.
right.
You can like, okay, you save from Wrath, you untap surprise like the aggro mirror match.
Oh yeah.
Then you have Willing, which bam, all of a sudden you get lifelink and death touch. You blow a race with a lifelink.
Pretty sweet.
You can trade up to kill any big
Yeah, and
guys.
6 isn't ridiculous to fuse the card.
No,
6 is
no.
not
And
ridiculous.
especially in those colors. Because you're playing mana guys, you're playing Farseek, some mana ramp is happening.
Yeah, yeah, and like it's a good alpha strike. Just give everybody lifelink and play the game around.
Yeah.
I think that's quite good.
Yeah, I think it's an absolute bomb in limited.
Oh, no questions
Disgusting.
asked.
Disgusting.
No questions asked. Next, we have Reap Intellect. So we go from good rare to poor mythic.
Yeah, man, these bad mythics, man, they're killing me with these things.
This card is not good, people.
It's another. There's plenty of cards that do this, but
Better.
they're cheaper, they're uncounterable. They're called slaughter games.
Yeah, that card is much better than a Reap
Talking about
Intellect.
yeah. You're gonna have this like ideal thing in your head, like, oh, I'm gonna like pay this for 5 and take 5 cards out of their deck.
Right. Well, that's never going to happen.
That's 9 mana, people. Like,
Yep.
no,
Christmas Land.
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so you need to pay for 5 just to even see their hand.
Right.
Take 1 card, and then, like, take that card out of their deck. And, like, what are you going to take?
I don't know.
No, this card, no.
Because it's not even like it doesn't even have like the name side of it like Slaughter Games does. So like, like Slaughter Games these days seems like it's naming Sphinx's Revelation most times.
You get what you want with Slaughter
You
Games.
want, yeah. This is like, oh man, you have a bad hand of like 3 lands and like a Autopolis.
Guess I'll take your thing twice.
Awesome for you.
Good turn. Good
Yeah,
turn.
I'm glad I have my mythic rare.
Yeah.
Next,
Render Silent.
solid counterspell.
It kind of spell for the counter spell matchups, like where you're counter warring, like just
Yeah,
shut up.
but then it's also like I feel like Counterflux is a little better maybe.
Yeah, I mean this is like the counter flux for the not red decks,
Right.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty sweet against Burning Tree Emissary. Like,
That's kind of funny. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, like at the same time,
way
like
too slow for Burning Tree.
it is way too slow. But at the same time, like they're probably tapping out for the Emissary anyway, so like they can't play a spell afterwards, no matter what.
Yeah.
At the same time, like this card's also just like worse than Dissipate because the exile effect is way more relevant.
Very relevant, especially these days.
So like, Give it time, I guess.
Yeah.
Restore the peace. It's okay.
It's a cool effect.
It is. You gotta take damage to use it though.
You do have to take damage, but it seems like this is going to buy you like a lot of time. Like especially in a deck that is like a swarm style deck that's like just takes 3 turns to like build up this like ton of guys.
Or like a token deck.
Token deck's disgusting. You totally blow them up.
3-mana instant wrath.
They just wasted all their.
Yeah, but you still gotta take damage. So like you really want your cards to always do something, not just after you've taken some damage.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think it's possible playable. Like I think it's decent.
It's decent. It's decent. You still gotta get alpha striked, and nobody wants to get alpha striked.
It has the problem where like I would prefer to have unsummon at this point because I can use unsummon offensively, where this can't be used offensively at all. It's 100% defense card.
Yeah. Rot Farm Skeleton. It's an enabler.
It's an enabler. I think it's decent. If I'm like in a real Golgari limited draft deck, I think he's pretty good. I don't think he's good enough for standard.
Too slow. Way too expensive.
Too slow. Too expensive. I mean,
salvage.
It's cool that he comes back to play from the graveyard. That's a strong effect. But he can't block. I don't know.
Not really like the most crazy attacker. Like he's a 4/1, sure, but like he dies to like
everything.
Yeah. Except when you tragic clip my master of cruelties.
Yeah. Ooh. Next up we have Rorth, the first card spoiled.
I like this guy. I think he does so much damage.
Yeah, no, he's pretty sweet.
He gets to block.
He's a card that is which is rare on creatures. It's a card that you like in almost every matchup. Like you like him in the you like him in the control matchup because they have to they gotta remove him.
Yeah.
So they're at least taking 6. This is if he sees the battlefield.
Right.
He can be countered obviously.
Right.
But if they still go to sweep him, we're gonna take 6. And then if he gets to attack, then he's pretty good because now he has vigilance, so like he blocks and attacks really well.
Yep.
Like he blocks under my Hellkite. That's a thing, man. Like
I
don't know.
I think Rorth is good. I think he should be played in some Naya mid range, top end.
Yeah, I mean he has to be played in some kind of ramp deck. Like 6 mana is expensive, so you've got to be in some kind of Farseek deck.
He's just such a brutal guy. Like if you want to kill it or get rid of it, like you gotta take 6.
Yeah, that's ouch territory.
That's ouchies. That's very big ouchies.
Usually you're gonna get punished for that too, because you're gonna have to kill him, and they're still gonna have generally other threats.
Yeah,
so you take 6 and then get hit by more guys.
He's a threat that you have to deal with immediately, otherwise you just can't play the game.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, you're taking 6, whether I'm attacking you with it or not. Like you're taking 6, and then I still got all these. Still had all these.
Next up, we have the Savage-born Hydra. So yet another Hydra. We've seen this 1,000 times.
This one's close to being good.
This one I think finally is good.
It's close to being playable.
I'll go on record as saying I think it's going to see play.
Like Janara saw some play.
Yeah.
And she had the same effect as this guy.
Yep.
And this guy has double strike.
Yeah, you cannot forget about double strike. Like it just does a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yep.
He's a mana sink, which is cool. Like late game, you just put all your mana into him, make him huge, attack, they die.
Yeah. When do you think they're coming up with triple strike?
That'd just be stupid.
Yeah, but like it'd be 5 mana 1/1.
Yeah.
Triple strike. Yeah. I don't know. And he works really, really awesome with Wolfrun. Just giving him trample is just awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, trample and double strike combined is crazy strong.
Scab Clan Giant. I like this guy.
Definitely playable in your rule deck. For limited, not good enough for standard.
See, we said random was pretty poor, but this is narrowed random. Like you're hitting any of their creatures, but it's their creatures. You're not hitting yourself.
It's their creatures. You don't get to choose which one. Most of the time he'll win because he's pretty big.
Right.
There'll be times where he does kill himself, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean at that point he's trading with a 5 power guy. So you're getting the giant off the table that you didn't want them to have anyway.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's a 6 mana removal spell. So hey, I think he's good. I think he's limited playable.
And then Showstopper, which is our final card for this section.
I hate this card. I think it's terrible.
Yeah, it's just straight up bad.
So I'm hoping you kill all my creatures, so I can maybe kill your creatures.
Next.
Please kill my guys, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
your guys die.
Like when I read this card the first time, I thought like, oh, it has to shoot them. It's like a wrath thing. Like oh, you bonfire me and kill all my guys.
Yeah.
Cool, take 10.
Yeah, that'd be
But,
cool.
like-
That'd be good.
But then you read it and you're like, wait a minute, just target and opponent controls. This is awful. This is straight awful.
That'd be cool if they gave him like death touch and they did like 1 damage.
Yeah, they do something else, man. Like this is
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, nah.
It's totally dumb.
Pretty poor. Like I wouldn't even play this unlimited. Like
Yeah, just because it's like 1 turn too, and and it's uncommon. I don't know. There'll be I just see like very narrow turns where I would want this in my limited deck. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much better, and you're in black and red, which has all these like other cool things you can do. In limited,
Yeah.
I don't think it makes the cut.
No.
All right, so we ended on a low note again.
Damn it. Crap.
So we'll tune back in tomorrow for the rest of the cards.
The rest of them.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.